Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing, guys? How you doing, Abby?
All right. Yeah, my light's just fallen. That's why I went dead dark then.
Oh, there we go. I'll come back alive again.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody, this is just a live stream, just to basically hit 16,000 subs. So I thought, why not do a live stream, get some of my online buddies on. So I do have with me Mr. Marc Shabby Geek.
Hello,
You probably
everyone.
all know him already. If you don't, subscribe to his channel. We have Matt, Universal Collector. Again, you probably all know him, but if you don't, subscribe to his channel. And we have Andy from the Holochronicles. And it was a great pleasure to be on your show, it was a couple of months ago now. Yeah, great show. So again, if you don't subscribe to that channel, make sure you subscribe. Just say a quick hello to everyone in the chat.
Hello.
Because there's a lot of people in already.
Wow.
Team Toys, how you doing? You guys will know some of these names, don't you? Wolf Reviews.
Yeah.
Diego Sandoval. Wyatt Taylor. Hello.
Hello.
Jedi Berry. Congrats on
Oh, yeah.
16,000
Jedi
subs.
Berry. We've had him on. Yeah.
Just plug it in for us.
John. Oh, we know John.
Hey, John.
It's the
I think
only
you know
one
him.
Kenobi.
Yeah.
Gary
Gary.
Moore, how you doing, my
Gary,
friend?
Okay.
The figures will be on their way to you on Monday, Gary.
Oh, what's Gary getting?
He wanted a couple of. I had a load of revenge, like because I bought the Death Star with all the revenge cards and all my single ones. I sold a load of those, so I did Gary a bit of a deal on a couple of them.
Oh, great.
Lovely.
Christian.
Seamoles. Smuggler's Canyon, Christian. How you doing, mate?
Oh,
Hey,
Dan.
Dad.
Oh, Dan.
Shakes a clone. Oh, it's been a long time support of my channel. Thank you, my friend. Isaac Villa, same as. Who else have we got on here? M Stitch V or 5, is that? Miles, how you doing, my friend? Tim's in the house.
Right,
Sean
Tim.
Solo's here. Delvian Seek.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
the lad.
Yeah, I recognise a lot of these names.
Yeah.
Josh Anderson, Josh B.
Hi,
Hi there,
Josh.
Josh. Martin Footer, Red 5. Shakes again.
Red 5.
Only one Kenobi. Bill Polk, hello there, my friend. The Golden Trooper Gaming, Wizard Wiz,
Yeah, Wizard. Hello.
Jeff De Silva, Wokelord 229. Yeah, okay. Punisher. Tim Cannon, B Hollywood, D Thompson, Gavin. How you doing,
Hey,
friend?
Gav.
Gavin.
I think we're all caught up for now anyway, but there's more people coming in. Stuart Norris, how you doing, my friend? A lot of my Patreon supporters in here, which is very good to see. A little bit later on, I will be giving away this.
Wow.
As the stream goes on, I'm going to think of some way of giving it away. I don't know. Probably be a question, and the first one to answer it will get it. And for all my Patreons that are watching, this will be for you guys. But I'll contact you on how I'll be giving you this at some stage. But that's just like a big thank you from me for supporting the channel and what have you. But anyway, guys, how's it going? All right, how you doing?
All right.
Yeah, not bad.
16,000 subs, mate. We said it on ours yesterday. I mean, did you ever think you'd get up to that?
No.
No, not 6. No. I remember when I was about sort of 3,500, and I was like, oh, I'd love to get. I wonder if I could ever get to 5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you hit 5,000, is quite a big milestone.
Yeah.
But then obviously it just snowballs from there a little bit, and the sort of the landmarks, if you want to call them, milestones, if you want to call them, they just sort of keep coming, as it were, pretty quick.
Right, yeah.
But it all come to you guys, I'm sure.
Yeah,
just,
you already
just got to hit a certain amount, and then
I'm just going to plug my light in. I'll just be a sec.
yeah.
But
I had a look at how many videos I've made, and I think I've made about 450 videos, and most of those have been in the last sort of 2.5 years. So it's quite a lot of videos to pump out, isn't it? So
yeah. trying to
So
do 2 a week is hard. So 1 a week.
How long have you been putting out regular content? Is it just for the last 2 years, or were you kind of doing it but not as much before that?
So I've had my channel 4 years, but then for the first year, I think I did like 3 videos. And then because I basically created my website first because the vintage collection was coming back, and I started sort of talking about that.
Yeah.
And then, I just thought I'll try and add some videos content to it or whatever. But yeah, no, I'd probably say 3 years is roughly about how much time that I've been actually taking it seriously, I guess you could say, but like trying to churn out as much as I can,
Yeah. Well, I've been watching for about 1.5 years, I would probably say, since probably about 2 summers ago. So yeah, about 1.5 years. And love the stuff that you put out. I love that it's very to the point. What do you think? And unlike our show where we go hour and a half, sometimes I can get right to the heart of it with you and on to the next. And I love that. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So thank you.
Thanks, mate. No, cheers, mate.
Exactly
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I think my one is. Oh, sorry.
No, go on, Matt.
No, I was saying my thing is actually sort of watching it for years, and then furthest from, I think it was where I go down in Fawningbridge. I'm there looking at all the figures, and I can hear this bloke behind me. I thought, I recognise that voice, and look at it, and I thought that's Boss Bounty, and it's like, and some other guy goes, oh, it's Boss Bounty, and I was just like, I'm going to go and say hello, but no, let that guy have fun chatting to you. So I'll get around to seeing him sometime. So
yeah, that's James. I'm good friends with him now. He's a good lad, James, and I've been, I'm in like a little Facebook group with him now. And
then just start chatting to you on YouTube here, and that's where it's become. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're getting married next year. Lovely, lads, lovely.
Well, we're going to do a toy run together. We're talking about doing a toy run together, aren't we? So
yeah, I'll definitely do that, Matt. I'll come down.
Yeah.
That's it. In England, you've got no excuse, really, because it's not exactly a massive place, is it? Do you know what I mean? You can get up and down in 4 or 5 hours.
It's the traffic sometimes, though, isn't it? It's the traffic.
Oh, traffic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you earlier, Matt, I passed you pretty much today anyway, because I went to Longleat today.
Of course you did, yeah.
For the safari.
Yeah,
I've got to show you something actually as well, because in the safari place, there's this like new koala thing.
Yes, yeah.
And within the eucalyptus like bushes, I saw this. So I took a picture. What is that?
Oh.
Well, you say eucalyptus, and I want to say a koala, but
no. There's something else growing in.
Oh,
look at the leaves.
The cannabis sort of.
Yeah.
I see. I wouldn't know, Tim. I wouldn't know. I don't know what that looks like. Never seen one before.
I would not know what that is. No idea at all. So.
I don't want to be obvious, but I was going to say there was going to be an Ewok hidden in there or something.
Yeah, Matt knew.
Brilliant.
Sorry. When I was about 18, I had a T-shirt with Pantera on it, and the main thing on the T-shirt was the hash leaf on it. So it was like I walk around, no, I don't know nothing about drugs.
I thought somebody had a somebody that works there, a kid's like sort of grown it at home a little bit and then sort of planted it in there just for a laugh. So just see if anyone notices it, sort of thing.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I know you had your live stream yesterday, but have you picked anything up?
Yeah, I got something this morning.
Oh, go on then. Let's have a look.
Curse found it for me because I missed out on there. This was the one I told you about when I was at GameStop, and I wanted the. I'll show you. That right there.
Oh, nice.
Hey, excellent.
Well, I had it on GameStop on pre-order, and I forgot to update my card details. So they phoned me, and then I lost out on it because he said I had one less. So then Vern said he ordered 2. Do I want one? So I said, "Oh, thanks, Vern." So good old Curse sent me out for that. But it's
worth getting another one of those Shabby to open.
Got mine.
I'm going to open this one.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to open it and see how it goes. So, but yeah, I really like it. So I think it's a cracking figure.
Yeah,
it's good. You might need to put the helmet in some water just to reshape it a little bit because mine came crushed.
Yeah.
But
just quick dunk.
Yeah, a little dunk and it sorts it right out straight away, doesn't it?
Okay. But it comes with I'm a big fan of it. And I know there's a few people out there that it's all right, but I think it's outstanding. I think it's a great figure.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, except for a little bit that stupid bit of string, but otherwise it's okay, isn't it? So,
yeah.
I would prefer a bit of wire, but the
grappling
thing
for the grappling hook.
Yeah, I would have heard a piece of wire would have been. You could bend maybe sort of.
Yeah, you said that in your video, Matt. Why would have been?
Yeah,
still, I like it. I like the fact that you get that gun that's split. I mean, if you're doing a diorama like on a skiff, perfect. Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Is there a Jabba's Cantina or Jabba's playset skiff diorama? Shabby, have you made one of those yet?
No, not yet.
With a Sarlacc pit.
That'd be cool to make one of them, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome.
No.
Yeah.
Throw a little sand
as well, 6-inch.
We need that.
I love diorama 6 inches. I mean, apart from the carbon chamber, which, like I said, it wasn't my cup of tea, but the Tantive 4 corridor was fantastic. The Jabba's Palace set was fantastic. I'd love to start making them to 6 inches. I think it'd be. We'd all love that.
Yeah.
You know, if they had that sort of thing, I think I'd open all my figures. You know, so I'd have somewhere to actually display them, something nice behind them. That'd look really good.
You wouldn't.
No,
you wouldn't.
Dean Birch, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here, mate. That's Gerard, isn't it? Death Star. How you doing, mate?
Jerry, yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh,
I must have made him mad.
What's he done? What's he done? He'll be back.
He's got the wrong internet on.
What about you, Andy? I saw you tweeting that you went to a toy show for the first time since God knows when.
Yes, and over a year and a half anyway. Yeah, I went to the Washington Toy Show last night. It's going on all weekend, but I bought a Friday night pre-show ticket. So it's in this big pavilion, and everything is kind of spaced apart. I'm told, I'd never been to that show before, but I'm told that there was a lot fewer vendors because of the space issues, that they're trying to still hold to COVID rules and stuff. So, but yeah, in this big pavilion, and from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. there was like this 2-hour pre-show, you could buy tickets for, and all the vendors were there, and it felt like there was about 50 people that bought tickets. And I know that there was a limited number that they sold, again, for COVID purposes, but it really felt like I had the place to myself. And I posted this in the little collector chat we're in, but I have never seen more original Masters of the Universe, Transformers, G.I. Joes, Star Wars, like loose and in the box or on the card. I mean, there was MASH figures, Battlestar Galactica, Buck Rogers. There was everything at this place. And I mean, I wish all of you guys could have come with me, because I was thinking like, I wonder if Shabby has that Black Series, or I was thinking about Vintage Toy Rush David. It's like, I think he needs one of these MASH figures. Which one was it? And I'm trying to keep track of everybody's collections, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
But and then too, I gotta show you this. They start you off giving you this bag. Okay.
All right.
This bag is awesome and huge.
Yeah.
Right. So there's like
they're trying to tell you something, aren't they? They're saying buy stuff.
Yeah. Batman and Robin. Yeah, it's it's got this big shoulder strap, so so you can hoist all your stuff around. And I brought one of my kids with me too, so he got one as well. And so I filled up a bag and a half of that stuff, but it was super fun. I had a great time with my boy, and we spent too much money, and I got some cool stuff. I'll show you one thing, because we're gonna recap on Monday.
Yeah. if anyone wants to see what he's got at this cool toy show, then tune into his show on Monday. But we get a sneak peek of one item, right?
Yeah, I'll show you one item, and I had only heard of these. I'd never seen one before, and they're not real expensive, but they're Gentle Giant bust-ups. Okay, so Gentle Giant makes busts, right? These little, and these are small. They're very small. And this is, I'll read you the back. It says, Sais Tien and the Clone Trooper Army. So that's a helmeted Sais Tien. And he's got, and they're just busts. So from the waist up, and it's of the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I've never seen those before.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
But they were pretty cheap. I got it for $20, and
they're plastic, aren't they? They're made of plastic, I think.
Yeah, and you can swap out arms and heads and stuff. They do come apart, so you can kind of put together if you want to swap them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. I'm going to take them out here in a little bit.
Yeah, you don't see that a Jedi guy much in armor. It's one of the best looking things when he's got a helmet and it goes over the horns, isn't it? It's quite
cool. It's very cool. Yeah. And I didn't realize that Gentle Giant was the one that made him. I'd seen bust ups before, but I didn't know it was Gentle Giant that made him. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice little find.
Because I know you've been picking up your Genndy stuff, haven't you, recently?
Yeah. In fact, that whole row right there is the 14. You know,
well timed, because then it soon popped onto Disney Plus, didn't it? So the prices probably went up a little bit, I'd imagine. Yeah,
there's the 3-packs. I don't have any of the 3-packs, but those have really bumped up in price too. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, Tez is here. I did invite Tez actually, but he couldn't make it tonight. I think he's working. Yeah, he's saying he's working. You know, I wanted to get the three Musketeers together. And, just to return the gesture really, because you've had me on your show a couple of times already.
A couple of times now, yeah.
Yeah, we love having you on, and has Andy been on ours? Yeah, I don't think he has he?
No, he hasn't.
I haven't because we've gone back to full-time school, so I don't have that afternoon window that I can pop in during my lunch. So we'll have to wait till the summertime.
Yeah,
give away your hats instead of Greedo and Snaggletooth.
Talk about patches stuff. Andy sent me that one. Right. Yeah,
that must be a Padawan bear on as well, right?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
I got a whole load of them. They're awesome.
Mine on my hat there.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one through the other day.
I didn't realize they came from America. I was like, it came in a little envelope. It was pretty quick. So
it's about 5 days and they come, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. Yeah. And he's obviously very talented in what he does. So, yeah, they're awesome, aren't they?
Yeah. Brilliant.
Very. Oh, here's one that... Tim, you got this one here?
Yeah. I put it on a cap.
Yeah.
And then I ordered another one the other day to make another cap because my other cap's falling apart because I've worn it so often. So.
I always put my patches on caps. Do you know what I mean? I don't put them on shirts and coats. Always on a cap.
Yeah.
I've got a sweatshirt that has all my patches on it.
You put one sweatshirt on?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the ones that I showed on your live stream the other day.
You had the cool,
the droids ones. I can't find them. I don't know where I've put them.
Yeah.
What about you, Matt? Have you picked anything up?
Oh, I got something nice today in the post.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got the Darth Maul. So.
Are you going to be opening it?
Probably not. Don't know. I'll see how easy it is to get it out, as I like to say. I like to get it out.
Right, so it's an actual Black Series box in like a book form.
Yeah.
So it's different than the Luke one then, because the Luke one was in the plastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got a little piece of Velcro up there, which is a little bit. You're like, oh, I'm going to pull this off or not. You don't open this too many times. So, and if you open it too many times, you're going to do the seaming. So, So.
And is it like that Night Brother that's just come out? I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's close, but that one's got a little bit like a belt over the top, and the horns are different, aren't they? They made the horns higher, I think.
Right. Well, I'm saying that because I don't know about you two, but I was delighted with the reveals this week.
It's a good body,
I
isn't it? It's
loved
good
it.
all muscle. It's good sort of. Why not use it again? It's a great body, isn't it? So, you know.
Listen, this thing about repaints and retools and this, that, this is not new.
No.
Look at He-Man. The He-Man from the 80s. Every figure was the same figure except for a head or an accessory and so forth. Different paint job. Transformers G1. How many of them did we get exactly the same? It just makes me laugh that everyone's in such an uproar about repaints and retools right now. Yet it's a 40-year-old tradition.
Kenner sold the same Darth Vader for 8 years.
8 years.
You know what I mean?
Same Stormtrooper. This is my point.
They just
put a different card on.
Empire card, Jedi card, whatever card.
Chewie the same. Chewie.
So all of them they carried forward. You know, Bosk on a return card. You know, they never did anything to the figures. They just churn them out, which is fair enough. But of course, obviously, we're now 40 years on, and there's a lot more material for them to dive into. So we kind of expect them to give us new this, new that. But
But I mean, I like that. I mean, as you know, I've been collecting the Multi Origins line, and I like it because of that. It reminds me of it's the same type of look. Do you see what I mean? They made them too different. That's why I never got into He-Man Classics when Super 7 made them, because they don't look like what they did when we were kids, or they didn't have the same, you know, they were all different sculpts, different molds, and that's not what He-Man should have been. So it just made me laugh. I heard a few people this week moaning and complaining about the reveals and it's all repaints and retools. Well, I'm like, well, I don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? I love this collection. I love the vintage collection on Black Series. I mean, 3 out of the 96 you got revealed this week. How cool is that for vintage collection? You know, that Death Star droid.
The thing is though, like I heard that it was going to be like an exclusive stream. So they've done a few streams already this year, and this one was going to be for their retail partners, basically, to show off their stuff. So the minute you get exclusives, that's when all the repaints and repacks come in, because I don't know why that is the case, but it's a cheap way of getting figures out into stores exclusively, without. I mean, people would be up in arms if they put like I don't know, one of the main characters. I mean, I think, do you remember when Jedi Luke, was that a Walgreens exclusive or a Walmart? Yeah, see, that should not happen. You shouldn't do that. But if it's some trooper or something, or a repainted clone, and you know, you'd rather that. I personally think. But
well, I mean, it's the same. I always thought about it over here. The Jar Jar Deluxe and the Boba Fett, they should have been switched over. Should have been the Jar Jar that was the exclusive, and Boba Fett should have been put in this, because they were sell twice. They're all peg warming now. They're all at $8.99 and $12.99. The Jar Jars, but the Boba Fett's just would have flown out of the stores.
Yeah.
So that's my only issue. I mean, sometimes I think people are getting a bit. I'm not making their mind up what it. My issue has always been the distribution, but the figures itself. I'm a Black Series collector. I absolutely love these figures. So
you gotta love whatever they bring out, aren't you? So Kenner's got.
I mean, those recent Clone
Kenner's got to make them as cheap as possible, isn't they? And so as they can. So
those recent Clone Wars ones. I mean, having the Arc Trooper Echo as an exclusive, I think that's a bit naughty, but. You know, because you're making it a bit difficult for people to get like a really cool figure there, but it's quite, you know, pretty much new, isn't it? So that's not really good. And obviously with the vintage clothes, they did the same last year with the 3-pack. They made that exclusive, and everyone was up in arms trying to get that. But then they've re-released them singly anyway, apart from Jesse. So they're giving people a chance to get them.
It's not an issue if we can get them. That's the only problem. The minute like they showed those 4-packs in the old Clone Wars card packs. And the minute everyone's like, oh, they are amazing. But then he said Target exclusive. And I think every American that went, oh, I don't believe it. Do you know? Because it's just so hard to find. And, you know, it's like I said on ours yesterday, and I'm sorry for repeating it. You're getting these stores that are airplane hangar size. These stores are really huge, yet you're getting one case per store.
Yeah.
You know, that's my only issue. But these ones big themselves, fantastic.
Yeah. I think those clone ones, we're going to be shipping a lot of them from the UK back to America. I can see it. A lot of people asking us.
Well, the Bad Batch I never saw. I never saw the Bad Batch over here. Not once in the store. Not one of them. The Asajj Ventress, I've been waiting for Asajj Ventress Black Series for years. our size goes to Smith, sends me a picture. There's all the bad batch. There's the side vent, and he just bought them all for me. So that's what I mean. That's my only issue with this is just the distribution. It's sometimes, I mean, the retro collection, I had to get from Scotland all the retro collection because I just never saw them here. Do you see? It's funny, isn't it, how it goes?
I've had a few people ask me for those Clone Wars Black Series.
Yeah, I ordered mine
don't mind
from
doing
the UK.
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I said I ordered mine from the UK just because I know I'll never see them in our Target in here.
Right.
So
It's funny, isn't it?
There you go, James.
I would rather pay the extra shipping than try and buy them on eBay.
Yeah.
So
There you go, Matt. There's James from Farthest From that you're talking about there.
Hi, James.
That's what I was talking to.
Farthest
Yeah.
From.
Red
Yeah.
Leader One, how you doing, my friend? Red Leader One's a big 3 3/4 inch collector.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a great collection.
Does he
Yeah.
think we'll have another vehicle announcement? I'd love it if we did, but I'm not sure. Hopefully, I think there's still loads more to come, and we're only in May.
Yeah.
And the vintage collection's seen a lot of stuff. It's been a good year so far, as I'm concerned. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of repaints and repacks, but there's also some cool new stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Death Star droid and the Jawa is probably my 2 favorites they revealed. I just love that Jawa on that card back. It's great with the egg. We get the egg. I think that's great. So I love that.
So, Tim, do you think if they have a vehicle announcement, it'll be a original trilogy or a prequel or sequel trilogy vehicle?
Well, I think it'll probably be an OT. If it'll be. I'm hoping it's going to be the speeder bike for vintage collection. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll be the speeder bike because we've got Papalu. We've been given loads of Endor figures basically. So I'm really hoping that they get this because this was a Toys R Us exclusive in 2012. It's a really good speeder bike. And I'd love that in the vintage box.
Okay.
So that's the latest layer that came out. So I just whacked her on it.
So I was thinking that that they had that carbon chambers set to do like a cloud car to go with it or something.
Oh right, yeah. Well, that would be cool. Yeah, I would love that. I'll take any vehicle from the OT, especially the smaller vehicles as well, like the speeder bike, like the cloud car. That'd be awesome. Make it a bit more affordable, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
James, toy fair near me tomorrow. Yeah, definitely send me details, mate. I'll be well up for that. If there's one near me, brilliant.
I used to like the white speeder bikes with the white biker scouts that they put out a few years back. I've got a few of them. That was an awesome pack. Them ones.
I think one of those goes in the back of the Legacy ATAT, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, I got a laugh. I bought one of these on eBay for 14 quid, and of course now they're releasing a new Tusken Raider, but you can never have enough Tusken Raiders, can you? So, yeah. I grabbed another one of these today and ripped them out of the packaging, so I've got a loose one now. So, it was like 15. Yeah, he was 15 quid in Entertainer, so I got myself one. So.
Have you tried warming up the head of Leia so her hair doesn't get in the way of? Yeah, that is the only problem with this figure is that the best thing about it is the new helmet. Like it fits like a glove. But yeah, she's got this tiny bit of hairpiece there, and it stops the head going back, so you can't have her like looking on the bike properly, you know, like that. But maybe I'll give that a go, Miles.
What do you think of the new Endor Luke with the actual helmet sculpted on? I think it harks back to the last 17. So I'm happy with that.
I think in this day and age, like with a modern figure, it should have a removable helmet. But as the thing, I can't remember who was talking about it on the stream. It might have been the girl. Luke's got quite sort of a puffy hairdo, isn't he? And like the helmet on this one just fits so perfectly. Almost like sounds like it clicks on around her ears, and it just looks great. You know, fits perfectly. But I think if you maybe had the Luke with the hair, the helmet might be like, you know, like this or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's like I said, it arcs back to the last 17 figure for me. So I think it's a cool touch, to be honest.
if G.I. Joe could do it in 1983, Vintage Collection can do it now.
Yeah.
Those helmets all fit real nice on those.
I think they would
figures,
just have to have, Luke's head would be very, wouldn't be a lot to it, would it?
Yeah.
I think what it is that the new Luke Skywalker's heads, their hair piece is a separate piece, so it's obviously sculpted in and it fits in. So what they've done is they've just taken that hair piece off and then put a helmet piece on instead. So
they could have put another head in, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could have done. They could have done, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like that's as I was saying, because they're exclusives to Walmart, they're not, new sculpts, because they're not going to spend $100,000 on a brand new sculpt for it to be a Walmart exclusive. It needs to be sold everywhere, for them to get their money back. And it also has to be a sculpt that they'll probably be able to use bits of in the future. So they're not just going to use it once and then that be done with it, That's why I'd like them to do a whole new, because they brought out that Stormtrooper, which is amazing. They've used it so many more times. I want them to bring out a new clone, and then they can do all the clones, but in real sort of ultra modern, decent sculpt with like a decent size helmets. Because all the ones that we've got, the helmets are like massive, they're like big buckets. So
yeah,
I'd imagine.
The surprise that is the Bad Batch that they didn't come for Vintage Collection. With it being launched and with it being May the 4th, I thought you'd get at least one Bad Batch Vintage Collection figure, but we didn't get any, did we?
Yeah, so, that is a shame. Yeah,
that would have been a great launch.
Well, I think we'll eventually get that, but you're right.
We'll get it.
It feels like the timing on a lot of these things could line up a little better with some things that they're already coming out with.
Yeah.
It's like the toys and the television and movie stuff. They haven't quite synced up, and I
don't think they ever will.
It's too bad too, because I think they're missing an opportunity.
Well, they had a year, didn't they? When we saw the first Bad Batch, of that Series 7, we had a year they could have, but yeah.
Right. And Black Series was able to get some things rolling. Funko Pop can make a new one like that, but Vintage Collection hasn't yet. So they could be cashing in on this too, and they will eventually. But
of course
there's a whole bunch of phase 3 now clone that kind of is the transition between or almost a Stormtrooper look that they could really be diving into. And
we could see a 4-pack maybe, and then an Echo on his own maybe something like that. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Well, there is a rumored 4-pack, isn't there? There's a rumored Vintage Collection 4-pack, so maybe that is it.
Yeah,
I don't know. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
because they've only made the 4 in the black. They've only made the 4 in the Black Series, haven't they?
Yeah, they've only been the 4. Yeah, because the Echo's the old style clones Echo. It's not the new Bad Batch Echo, if you will.
Yeah, because Echo only changed. Well, I don't know. This is the thing. It's like how far in advance does Hasbro get the visuals? Because Echo sort of joined later on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's harder to make these Vintage Collection and Black Series figures, because if you remember when the movies came out, the 5 POAs were there. Boom. Rows and rows there they all were for Force Awakens, for every Star Wars movie, basically. But you're right, Vintage and Black Series Collection. Black Series did all right with The Rise of Skywalker and Solo and Rogue One. You got the line out roughly around the movie. But Vintage Collection is a bit different, isn't it? They don't tend to put them out when the movie comes out or when there's a launch out, like an animated series.
Yeah, it's a bit funny.
Yeah.
But they get some things late, don't they? So like they didn't know about Luke, or Hasbro claimed they didn't know about Luke in The Force Awakens until we did. And they didn't know about the child either, because it was so secret. Lucasfilm didn't want anything leaking out about it, so they didn't even tell Hasbro.
That makes sense, because that was a massive reveal. That first Mandalorian, you saw Baby Yoda at the time. We were all like, whoa, look at, so that made sense.
Maybe that's the trade-off then. We get happily surprised in these shows and episodes with these jaw-dropping moments, but the result is that 6 to 8 months later we start getting the figures for it. So
because if you think about the Black Series crosshair, that spoiled the show, didn't it? Because the crosshair
he did on the back. Exactly
says that he spoiler alert if anyone hasn't seen the Bad Batch, it said, didn't it, that he defected or whatever.
Yeah.
And then so you knew that was going to. So they were giving like little signals all the way through the episode, but you knew because you knew about the back of the figure.
Yeah.
So.
I enjoy the Bad Batch.
So
I like it. I think it's good.
Cheers, Chaz. Yeah, man. I mean, I watched the first episode. The first 10 minutes of the first episode was like, whoa, this is. I thought the animation had gone up a gear again from like this seventh season. Yeah, the last 4 episodes of the 7th series, which were just incredible, by the way.
Yes.
So it was just kicking off, because they did the whole Order 66 thing again, didn't they? Like that was so cool.
Yeah, they animated some of it. It's great. Yeah. Yeah.
I just love
that Padawan Caleb, he's Kanan, right?
Kanan. Yeah. It's a little bit different though. They did a 12-issue run of the Kanan comic, and the storyline is just a touch different, but it's not enough to take you out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's more or less the same type of thing. The clones turn on her and he runs away, but obviously the Bad Batch went in it. But the part for me was Tarkin meeting the going to Camino and saying we don't need him anymore. That to me was like, this is superb. Yeah. And the other part when they were talking about numbers, that they're now giving people TK numbers, and Tech goes, I find it ironic that they all laughed at us for having numbers and now they all want them. I just thought this is superb. This is it's so well written. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it's good. But then the second episode was a bit. It was all right, but it was a bit. Yeah.
It slows down a bit. So let me ask you guys this, and warning who are listening, this could get into some spoilers here, but what do you think the deal is with Omega? I think she might be Force sensitive.
Yeah, I was just about to say I think she might. They might have cloned her and somehow got some Force bits in there with her.
Yeah,
that seems to me like it leads in with where season 2 of Mandalorian kind of left off with trying to clone Force sensitive beings, and we know that's Palpatine's jam. He's trying to do that. He's been trying to do that. So Omega might be, and Omega is traditionally like the last, right? Alpha, Omega, it's the last one. And so they finally have gotten to the point where they were trying to the whole time, and that's trying to create clone sensitive people. So she's it.
There's got to be something about it, because Tech did say, they're not going to keep her around for nothing. That's when they were talking about her. So but they didn't say what actually.
She's got a purpose.
Handy, isn't she? So she's good with a gun.
I must say, she had a little bit of first season Ahsoka for me. It's like a little bit,
too
high stakes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a bit too kiddie for me, sort of thing. Because obviously, I mean, Star Wars is for kids as well as us. So some episodes, like I remember when the Clone Wars first came out, I struggled with the first season for a little bit, trying to sort of, and the same with Rebels as well, with Space Aladdin and stuff. It was just like, am I liking this? But then when you like in Rebels, when everything's so close to the original trilogy and all the starships are there and all the aliens in the background and stuff, is just chef's kiss.
And some of those Rebels episodes just take your breath away. I mean, some of them it's like, wow.
Yeah, space battles are brilliant. Yeah, Rebels.
Yeah,
Bad Batch are basically the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, or the A-Team. Yeah.
There's a book by Timothy Zahn called Allegiance, and it's basically that. I mean, it's about the 4 stormtroopers that defect from the Empire, and they do like 18 missions, if you will. If you've ever read that book, if you read it, it's not that I'm saying that they've taken the idea of that, but it's very, very similar. So,
Justice for BOE, yeah.
Justice for BOE.
It's still going.
Had to get that in there.
I was happy to see that Lego had the oh shoot, I forgot the name of their ship, but they have pre-ordered for their ship out.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see that. That was something.
Is it the Havoc Marauder or something like that? It's called.
Yeah.
Cool name,
and I was like, man, I don't care what they come out with Bad Batch. I just hope there's a ship in there somewhere, whether it's vintage collection or I don't know, that they wouldn't do a ship without having figures for it, I would imagine. But like, I hope Lego does it or something, and then they did. Oh man, I was pumped about that.
Yeah,
and all of the minifigures too.
Yeah,
the
they're cool.
minifigures are almost the best part.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, 10 years ago, then we would have got that ship in 3 3/4 inch scale,
So cool. I loved it. Yeah, it fits that. The design of that ship just fits so well in. It's lovely.
Joe Christopher says he reminds him of Hunter. Reminds you of John. He is John Rambo. It is the A-Team stroke John. He is definitely with the headband and he's got that sort of Stallone chin, hasn't he? And BOE for London Mayor. That's a new one, but I'll go with that.
New one. Yeah. He certainly knows London.
Justice for BOE, and he can name any show. He can. He's good at naming shows.
Some people are just talented.
Is BOE in the chat? I don't know if I've seen BOE on it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
There he is. BOE.
Greetings.
So I've picked a few things up.
Ooh. All right, let's see him.
So first off, I had a delivery of non-Star Wars items.
I suppose that's okay.
Matt's probably got these already. So I got the Cobra Commander. He came in. So I'm collecting these because they're vintage card backs. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm collecting these. Duke, which is pretty cool. And Lady J. I think that's the only 3 in that wave.
Yeah.
You collecting those, Andy, or not?
Well, I haven't seen them in stores around here yet, which doesn't mean anything. But if I were to see them, I might grab them.
Same as me.
I think I ordered Cobra Commander with the Cobra, the classified 6-inch Trooper. So I could be waiting a while.
I would have started buying them all. I would have bought the 6-inch and them if I would have found them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to be patient. But
Now I bought this. This is from the Disney store, right?
Yeah.
And
I know what that is.
I saw these, and you wouldn't believe, right? The toy in this is like a third of the size of the box. You can just see it there, how high it is, right? So look at the size of the box for the toy. The box came flat packed. When it arrived in my porch, the box was big enough, seriously, to hold the vintage collection Millennium Falcon. This box was huge. Ridiculous. And I was fishing around in the box, looking under all this like packing paper for my thing that I'd bought, thinking, what have I ordered? And it's because they flat packed the box. But I wanted to get one of these just to see what they're like. I might review it on the channel.
You know what it is, Shabby?
No, I've never seen it. Look.
Matt, do you know what it is?
It's in like this cage thing.
No,
they're awesome.
So it's the spider from, is it episode 2 or 3 of season 2?
Episode 2.
Episode 2, yeah.
Oh, I'll have to get one. Oh, they're cool.
Let me just
creepy looking.
Yeah.
Let me just cut this off.
You know what? I think it's the same box that the monkey lizard comes in.
It is, yeah, and I think they're doing a dewback as well, and
all right.
But anyway, I'm just going to see if I can. Right, there we go. Right, here we go. Ready? Hang on.
Oh, right. That's good. You see me jump there.
I don't think I'd be allowed in the house with that thing.
Oh no, that's scaring my missus. She hates spiders. Oh,
it's a good size as well.
Yeah.
Get one.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I were 3 3/4 inches tall, I'd be scared of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to sort of. The thing is, in the show, they come in like different sizes. There's like baby ones and big ones, and so I was just trying to sort. Here's a 3.75 inch boba. So that's
perfect. Look at that.
That's the size. You know, you can see him getting attacked.
Great diorama, can you?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that's cool.
Now, how much is that? If you don't mind me asking,
I think it was £20. I think $24.99 maybe. Right. But it makes sounds and moves.
And that's off the Disney store, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Buy one of them.
It has 6 legs. I don't know whether that's right or not.
Yeah.
Maybe it should have 8. I don't know.
Yeah, because the last wind-up thing I bought from Digital, I bought those 2 droids from Solo, the fighting droids that you wind up.
Oh, yeah.
Got them over there. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
There's not a Disney store near. The closest Disney store is Raleigh, the capital. So I never go in one.
Yeah, it's a bit like a bomber monk. Yeah. Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that.
Yeah, and it's a 2-pack, and you.
I'd never seen those. No.
It does feet, doesn't it? You gotta. It does move. It is moving, not very well. Well, that one just flicks around and stuff, but yeah, they're cool for what they are. So.
Yeah,
awesome.
Very cool.
I think about £10. I think they were. I thought I'd grab one of them. So.
And the other thing I've got one more thing. I wanted to do this live on the stream because I got a package from John Lab Pulse.
Oh,
yeah, we know what this is.
Good old John.
So basically, John was in our Twitter group, and he showed that he picked these up at his local Walmart or Target, one of the two. I can't remember. So I immediately said to him, I said, "Oh, John, if you happen to go in there again, pick me up a set, and I'll pay you the money, and you can ship them over and whatever." Yeah. And he said, "Oh yeah, no problem. I'll pop there tomorrow." This is a week or so ago. I'll pop there tomorrow.
Yeah.
And see if they've got them. And I said, "Oh yeah, nice one, thank you." 2 hours later, he texted me and said they're posted. I was like, "Man,
that's John."
No.
Yeah.
I said, "I need." Like he just wouldn't let me pay for them.
No.
Like it's So anyway, he's put, "Hi boss, enjoy mate, cheers, John Lab Pulse."
Yeah.
So I want to give him a big shout out I'll review them all and give him a big thanks again. But there's an extra
first one to get them in the UK, aren't you? Again, probably. So
the first thing is this.
Oh.
I don't really know what this is.
That McDonald's thing. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
What is that?
So
McDonald's. I've got tons of them.
And it shoots out a little disc out the front, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're allowed to be out with that one.
I love something like that.
So here we go. It's Walmart. It's Walmart bags. So the first one is the Emperor's Royal Guard.
Wow, what a find!
The reissue 105. So I want to open him to compare him against the Vintage Collection one and the Black Series 3.75 inch that came out, because they're slightly different. All of them, obviously, they always change them slightly. So thank you, John. It's more though.
Yeah, brilliant.
Next one is Han Solo Indoor, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Different coloured coat.
Doesn't
look too bad, actually.
Lapels?
Sorry?
Does it have camouflage on the lapel?
Yeah, no. Camoed all the way, yeah.
Be different versions, 2 different, yeah.
And the last one, which is the one I was looking forward to the most, because I've had this guy carded for obviously years, but I never had him loose. So good to get this guy loose.
Yeah.
And it might make me open the Tauntaun, because I've got the Tauntaun here, which I use for my microphone.
No, is that the same one as the Black Series, or have you upgraded that one 3/4 inch?
So the Black Series one's a bit different. It's got a different scarf, and I think he has the scars on his face, or is this one with the scars on his face? I can't remember. I think the Black Series one might be the one with the scars on his face, but yeah.
Need my glasses on for that.
Essentially, they're the same figure, but they've got a different scarf and a different head. I think that's about it.
Awesome. Good old Lab Pulse.
Yeah. So thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Brilliant, John.
I told him I didn't. I said don't worry about the Akbar, because I've got like
Quick at that one.
Return at Akbar, Revenge Akbar, and I've got an Akbar loose
Too
from
many
the
Akbars.
3.75 inch, and they haven't really changed him much, so I wasn't really too fussed about him. But yeah, for him to just run off on the same day and pick those up for me, what
brilliant.
Yeah,
what a man, you know.
That's probably,
that's all, lads.
And you probably won't see that wave in there again, will you? That'll be the only time you'll see that wave in that shop. So it was great of them to get on.
I think John wants to have something in everybody's collection too.
Yeah, he's good at that. Yeah, he just likes being talked about on YouTube. He likes it. I think it's a bug out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said to him, "Oh, come on, let me pay," and he said, "No, just give me a shout out in a video." Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's John.
Oh, that was a John Lab Pulse, was it?
Yeah.
I've had a few John Lab Pulses.
Just showed up one day.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
I know. Look at it in here, Tim. Look at this. Look at all this packing now. That's all toys, all of it.
He's moving.
When do you move?
2 weeks, and I still got the loft to do. There's so much more in the loft upstairs. So
I've seen your loft, yeah.
I know.
I saw a picture. You got like three busted Falcons up there, and
yeah, I found there's 3 Falcons up there. There's 5 of these, all original.
You gonna have a garage sale?
No way. Do you know what I mean? So cool with me. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? The things you find as well. It's like when you put stuff away and you open it up. Like, when did I get that or this? Or it's amazing. We've all gone through it, haven't we? Having stuff put in the loft or put away, and you open it. Yeah.
found Canna Jacks and Jackson at GameStop.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, I got me.
It is Jason. Hi, Jason.
I got me second one loose, so he's getting on me skiff. So
is that? Did you get the one with the bars?
No, it's still the first issue. So
yeah,
has yours got very loose legs at the bottom? Mine are very loose. So yeah.
Oh, my son's got mine now. No, mine was all right.
All right.
Has your son picked up anything lately?
Yeah.
Well, it's his birthday at the end of the month, so
he's gonna have a big.
Yeah, I'm hiding stuff from him now. So when things arrive like these, he doesn't know they arrive. Where usually when a package arrives, he's like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?"
Yeah,
he wants to know what it is, and then as soon as I get it, he wants it. So I've had to hide everything because he made a list for his birthday. He put loads of vintage collection figures on there. He put
nice.
Loads of Fortnite. He loves Fortnite. I mean, I love Fortnite. I've been playing Fortnite with him, and we just absolutely love it. So he's into all the figures as well. He's got the battle bus and all that.
He's gonna have to have his own stream here at the end of the month. See what I want to know what he got.
Yeah, well, he knows he wanted a load of the Rogue One figures that he hasn't got. So I'll tell you what he put on his list. He put on like the Death Star Gunner.
Yeah.
He didn't have a super articulated Jyn Erso. He didn't have the new Vader, so he put that on the list. He wanted the other figures from that Boba wave, so he wanted Bespin Leia because I already gave him Boba and Zutton.
And does he actually play with them? Because I've got 4 kids, but my 10-year-old plays with the toys. He's the only one really that's she'd rather play with toys than she would play video games. You see what I mean? So
well, he used to, but Fortnite has been. I've got to get him off Fortnite because, and I said to him, look, you put loads of Star Wars stuff on your birthday list. I hope you're still going to want it because essentially that's what you're going to be getting us some Star Wars stuff. He goes, no, I do. But he just, when he comes home from school, he just wants to play Fortnite with me. Fortnite. He just wants to play it.
What about the Fortnite figures?
Yeah, he loves the Fortnite figures. Yeah,
they are nice though. They're great.
They are nice.
Yeah, he's got the big bus with the balloon on it, and this other truck that gets smashed up, and absolutely loves it. You know,
like Tez's little one, he loves it, doesn't he? It's Fortnite, so
he does. We had to tell him to turn it off last night, didn't we?
Yeah,
because our internet.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
turn it off.
Yeah, kick it off. No.
But when he plays Star Wars, he does actually play like sometimes like he'll go in and he's set up like Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
So more sort of like them playing with them, he like sets them up in like dioramas as best as he can with what he has, you know. And then he wants me to take pictures of them and put them on Instagram.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
It's like a 7-year-old kid. Put it on Instagram, Daddy.
Yeah, I noticed. You know, I was trying to search something up yesterday, and she came up and typed it all in, and I'm like, "How do you do these kids nowadays with this? All the social media is ridiculous, isn't it? What they know."
I want Tim to show us his best Fortnite dance. The floss.
Good stuff there. Good stuff.
I take my son to football on a Saturday, and he scored a goal, and then he ran off and started doing the floss in front of this kid that was the goalie or whatever. Like rubbing it in his face. I was like, "What are you doing?" Because that's my celebration.
It's like his mom. He gets it from mom, right?
Yeah. Oh dear.
So, have you guys watched the Droids and Ewok animated series on Disney Plus yet?
No.
I remember it from years ago. I couldn't really get into the Droids one.
I like the Droids one. It's my favorite out of the lot.
It's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I like the Droids one.
I did try and sit through the.
Brilliant!
Is it the Caravan of Courage or the other one? I tried to sit through one of them, and it's difficult, man.
It keeps cuddling. That little girl keeps cuddling. It does my head in.
They're badly made.
Yeah.
You got to see a blurg though, didn't we? We get to see a blurg in the second one, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a blurg in it. Yeah.
There's a bit where this like wolf, like they're hiding in this thing, and this wolf's face like batters in through the wood. And it just reminds me of like the American Werewolf in London when he's transforming. It's like long-nosed wolf.
That's weird.
And it just looks so fake. And I know Star Wars like uses like models and stuff, but it looks really bad. Really bad. But I don't know. Yeah. I won't be watching them again, I doubt.
Yeah, once was good.
Yeah. I think I've still got it on DVD. It's sealed in a pack, sealed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good lad.
Oh yeah, droids aren't on there yet. Sorry, droids aren't on. Just Ewoks.
No. You see them on YouTube, but come on. You're interested to watch them in HD.
Rumor has it celebrates 16 cars. Mr. Box is going to let one of his TVC salacious crumbs go home to the monkey lip. No chance, mate.
Hey, worth the try, Salacious. Worth the try. Do you know what I mean?
I have 2 of those now.
No way.
Yeah.
What is it you're looking for now? Then you must have it all.
No, I don't. I have. So when I really got into like getting all the older figures, like I always just went for the OT because you know when I looked at some of the Phantom Menace ones or whatever, I like the Phantom Menace. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't need that pod racer guy yet, you know, and he can wait. And even some of the cooler figures like is it Fichek, that Jedi from Attack of the Clones?
Oh yeah.
He's like a Nikto,
like face or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's like a Nikto, isn't he?
I remember he came in the 4-pack, the 5-away 4-pack as well. I remember him. Yeah.
I just looked at that and I thought, you know, I'd rather get some other stuff, and like I just left it, and he was like 50 quid, and I was like, I ain't gonna spend 50 quid on that. And now he's like 100 quid, and it's like, why didn't I just buy him for 50 quid? You know. But
Naboo Pilot, isn't it? That's quite a nice one with a cloth coat or whatever.
Yeah.
Rick Only.
Yeah, I still need. Yeah, I haven't got him, but there's probably. I think there's 8 or 9 vintage collection figures that I need, but they're all from the prequel trilogy or the expanded universe. So, for example, that one that looks like Skeletor, I'm not. He'll probably be the last one I get. Nonamore or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
he'll be the last one I bother with.
Yeah.
The thing that I really want is the Jar Jar in Carbonite. That's the next biggie for me. So that's like an exclusive. That'll be a lot of money. Did I like the content spread of the book? Yes, mate, I did. The book looks fantastic. Can't wait. Cannot wait for it. Hurry up.
Yeah. It does though, doesn't it? The work that lads have put into that book.
Yeah.
Oh.
But so I don't have everything now. And also I try and buy vintage at the same bloody time, so
try and buy every Star Wars, isn't it? Try and buy everything. I'm saying it's hard.
What are you looking for in vintage?
Series, but
vintage, I still need like maybe 30 odd of the 96. So there's a lot of like Jedi ones which I know that I can, like Weequay, for example, it's like a tenner. I can just get him anytime. I don't need to worry. So I just haven't bothered. I tried to sort of pick the ones that were affordable, but were maybe difficult to get as like in a really nice condition. So like Han Besbin, for example, I waited a long time before I got a really nice one. The Jawa took me ages to get one that I was really happy with. I completed my first 12 in my first 12 stand.
So are you trying to get them loose or carded?
Loose, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In terms of my carded collection, I'm trying to refocus that. So I'm probably going to sell a lot of my Jedi cards and stick with my original. What I always wanted to do. Whoa. Look at that. My audio is quite funny. I've got a bit of have you got a bit of echo there?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I was trying to refocus and get one from each film. So a Star Wars card, an Empire card, and a Return of the Jedi card. And then I like the alternative image card. And then obviously the Bosk focus. So
class yourself as a completionist then for him. It's like the red and black boxes, the 112. I had to get those 112. Do you see what I mean? Regardless of what the figure or whatever, because that big black number on the side, and I've said this story before, to me it was always about numbers. On the back of the car, back as a kid, you go to bed, you mark it off, but they'd always be numbered, you see. Collect all 21, collect all, So you don't look at the back of your business and say, I need number 62. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So make a list, Tim.
Right.
And post it somewhere where we can see it, and we'll all help you.
Oh, well, that's all right, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. I'm sure I've got something you need.
Well, here we go.
I'm sure I got something you need, Tim. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So you said Nick too.
I've got Nito. It's Weequay. There's the two Klaatu's. Yeah, there's a lot of there's some feedback now. Hang on a second. Let me just check what's going on. I'm gonna mute you, Shabby, first. Is that better?
Yeah, there's no echo.
Yeah, it's Shabby.
It's Shabby.
Shabby. Got the wrong internet.
Your mic or your speakers, Shabby, or something. You got some headphones.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, make a list, Tim.
Bagful.
Cheers, mate.
To a bagful. Bagful.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I've got all mine behind me there in the detail.
have you got the full run? Yeah. So like, you know, for example, like the last 17 they're just getting silly money now. So I pick them up when I can. Like the most recent one I got was Luke Stormtrooper. I've got the Ewoks, but then apart from that, I need all the last 17, you know.
Yeah, which one now is going for crazy money now?
Yeah.
This one here, isn't it?
They're all going for crazy money.
Yeah.
The ones that weren't, the ones that were reasonable are now crazy.
Crazy money. These ones.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Hey!
The picture's still a little funny, but
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've got all my Ewoks in my. I've got the Prince of Thieves playset, not this one with the leaves and that. So they're all up there. So not the original one.
Prince of Thieves, bloody hell. Yes, Smuggles was mentioning his. There he is. Smuggles mentioned his video on Princess Thieves, wasn't he, this week?
Oh.
Wow. Hi, George.
I hope you have plenty of insurance on your home. I hope we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
I feel like I give out my address a little too much for somebody.
I do. I always do, yeah.
PO box.
Trusting.
I do. I always say things like, "Oh, come round, you're fine."
Yeah.
I know, it's just who I am.
Do they not have PO boxes type things over there?
Yeah,
No,
they
do.
They do.
They do.
Yeah. But I don't know what it is. I suppose if someone came, if it was new and I didn't know him, I'd probably say, "Oh, hang on a minute," but everybody else, I'm like, yeah, no problem.
I just give him Josh's address and I just go pick it up over there.
I'm all right. If I get in trouble here off anybody, I've got Jenny here. She'll sort it out. No problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I just give my work address and it all goes there. But then they
Goes
all know
there.
my work.
Yeah.
Did you ever get any of the 3.75-inch black series in a box? The red and I've got all of those. The whole lot of those. The 3.75-inch black series. There's some good. There's some good ones in there.
I collected them. I didn't realize when they'd finished, and you made a video of them saying how many there were. And I thought, oh, that was one of your best videos for me. I thought, oh, fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I picked up the layer and the hand in the coat. I know the head's not very good on that, but it's the only way you get on the coat, wasn't it?
The Phasma was good in that set. The Phasma was really good.
The layer had really sort of weird eyebrows in it. It was weird.
Yeah, in the blue, one in the blue gown, wasn't it? With the
yeah. Well,
yeah, there's some decent figures in there. Like the you can get a Praetorian Guard got repacked in the vintage collection. You've got the First Order Stormtrooper with the Executioner.
Yeah, that one was in there. Mm-hmm.
He goes for a bit of money.
They're bound to come out later on, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they'll repack them eventually. Yeah,
they'll repack them, won't they? Yeah.
That Execution never came in the vintage collection, though, did it?
Put the Luke helmet on, Shabby.
Oh yeah, where is it? I can't believe it. Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, when you start working out what your collection's worth, it does get a bit scary, doesn't it, in terms of insurance and stuff? You're like, Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of count out how many acrylic cases I've got there. I mean, you think how much they are each, and you go,
yeah,
oh, I've got quite a lot in just cases. It's like,
look at this! It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely. I'll take these off because I'm trying to get my head in with these pads. That's the only thing.
They're like bagels.
Oh. Yeah, I just get my head in with the pads on.
Look at that. I tell you what, imagine if we got one of these as kids. We'd never have taken it off, would we? We've got a bed in it. Do you know what I mean?
That's funny.
Wow.
Hey boss, late to the stream. Any input on the retro prototype? That figure disappeared like a fart in the wind. Not over here, it didn't. I think they still got it on Star Action Figures, haven't they? Is it still for sale?
Probably. Yeah, I pre-ordered one on Comet Cocktails, so I thought I learned my lesson. I didn't get the Darth Vader, so I never got the Vader. So
Yeah.
No.
My Vader's still
like,
at the graders. I sent a bunch of stuff off to the graders on the 6th of February, and I still haven't got it back. And it's like, oh my God.
It's so long time.
Yeah. It's because of COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's one for everyone. Captain Mule says, Tim, why do you think all vintage toys are having such a price hike these days? And I don't think it's necessarily exclusive to toys. I think comics and trading cards and all types of collectibles have gone up in value. It's got to be something to do with the pandemic, isn't it? And like people being at home and having a bit more money and not traveling. And
well,
got to be
all of us that were kids in that 10-year window from, we'll say, 77 to 87, we're all, hopefully established a bit and with some disposable income and some time to kill. So it's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
And look how big the community and YouTube channels have grown over the past year. And I think more and more people are watching us, more and more people are looking at toy channels, so more and more people are getting into the collections and buying everything up.
It's perfect time for people to start collecting. They've got nothing else to do. They'll say, well, I'll start collecting now, isn't it?
Yeah.
More and more people are subscribing to Tim's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I, for example, would have gone on holiday last year. In fact, I had a holiday to Portugal booked, and we cancelled it and got our money back. So there's that. And then I would have booked again this year probably. And that's like 4 people, isn't it? It's 4 flight seats for hotel, spending money. You're talking, I don't know, £3,000-4,000 maybe. So I'm not saying that I'm spending it on figures in case my wife watches this, but
but you are right though. My mum usually comes over here every year to see us. This year, because of the pandemic, she spent the money on doing a kitchen up. So she didn't just save that money; she spent. So I think that's what people are doing. Just
you mean she didn't buy a 12-back Vader?
No, that's what I said to her. But she's had a lovely fitted kitchen.
Missed opportunity there.
Big time. But yeah, I think that's.
Is she watching tonight, Shabby?
What's that? What do you say?
Is your mum watching tonight? Is she?
Oh yeah, she'll be watching. Yeah.
Oh, Shabby's mum.
Biggest supporter, my mum. Yeah.
That's my boy.
Well, I mean, just think all the money people would have spent at Celebration this year.
There's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are they just going to set that aside for 2022? Probably not. Well, it's like, now I got this chunk of money that I was planning to spend. Now what am I going to do with it? Well, I'm going to spend it on other stuff, like a whole bunch of toys and stuff.
Gary, mate, that's very kind of you. Thank you. He'll love. Yeah, I mean, that'll save me having to get it for him. But I appreciate that. Thanks, mate. That's really kind of you, man.
It's this community for that. It's just, it overwhelms you, doesn't it? Really, it's like the helmet I just put on. That was sent to me. Do you know what I mean? It's
and the good thing is that my son's birthday only lasts a day. So. Meow.
Oh no! Oh, fantastic!
Sorry. That was uncalled for.
That's all right.
Kinda.
Got you.
Tim's channel got me back into collecting. Yeah, I get that a lot actually, and I don't know whether it's I might sort of spending people's money for them, or like giving them joy back in their lives because they're rekindling their collecting.
Yeah,
it's like a double-edged sword.
Just like this figure, Tim, you did a review on this figure, and suddenly everyone started going buying it. So I bought it as well, Tim. So it's your fault. I bought this figure.
Yeah, the prices went up on eBay. Like they doubled after my video.
Crazy because it came out of the
You're an influencer.
I've got to get that figure. Tim's reviewing it. Quick, get it out, quit it. You do that sometimes. You see, you put a figure up and you go, oh, I haven't got that figure. I better go on eBay and get it now.
So next time
you should watch the Holochronicles, you see, because they put hot toys and all the expensive stuff up, so you don't have to buy anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so next time I want to sell something, then Matt, I'll just like say that it's in demand, like on my channel. And the next thing you know is one on eBay.
Well, those are spiders. You just shown that spider. They're probably sold out now.
Right. How am I going to give this away to everyone in that? There's 135 people watching. How shall I give this away? Let's think about that.
Whoever,
maybe a Greedo related question or something.
Yeah, Greedo related question.
Whoever posts the best Greedo impression on Twitter.
Oh.
McClunky.
I don't know. How do you give stuff away like that?
What a question, maybe.
Yeah. I'll post it anywhere in the world as well. It's not just for people in the UK. Let me think. Let me search on Google for a question about Greedo.
I've got a question. It's a Phantom Menace one, but it's
go on then. Go for it. And the first person that
in
tells
the Phantom
you
Menace, Greedo had a fight with someone. Who was it?
There you go. First answer in the chat on my screen wins the Greedo.
Oh, I know who it is, but I don't know the name.
So the question was Greedo has a fight with somebody in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Little Anakin.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
They had a little scuffle, didn't they?
I thought it was that guy that went wizard, Annie. You know, the little kid.
But is that Greedo though, or just the same race?
I'm sure it's Greedo, isn't it?
It's supposed to be Greedo, yeah.
Is it? Right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna see who said this first. Let's see. I think Wes Summers is the first person that said that.
Okay.
Well done, Wes.
There you go.
There you go, Wes. 50th anniversary Black Series Greedo.
Brilliant figure.
Email me at tim@bosksbounty.com and send me your address and I'll get it posted next week for you, mate.
Awesome.
That's quick and easy.
I was doing it.
Do you happen to know who your 16,000th follower is or subscriber is?
No, I think it's impossible to know because I think.
Yeah, but I mean, you could somebody could have posted, "Hey, number 16,000" or something like that on a video or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no.
All right.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
don't get so many subscribers each day. You don't know, so
just loads and loads and loads. There's just so many, Matt. It's so hard to keep track. You know,
it is. You'll be at 17 or next week or the week after.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's exponential growth at this point. So
amazing.
He'll be as big as Justin Bieber in no time.
Fenrir Fire says, "Nice. Greedo's going for big." Is he? What? I've just given him away.
Look at Wes
now that you've talked about him, he's going up. So
yeah, that's it. I'll be selling out on eBay. Watch it. Yeah. Tim's got one.
No, but this did come in the Hasbro box, so I'm not. I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
But, I do have it already loose now because I reviewed it. Here he is.
Did you see
cool figure?
Do you see some people have been getting them out of that box? It's strange, isn't it? Some first lot were in the box, and others have got them in those book things, and a lot of people getting them damaged. So strange.
I used to do that though. I mean, all my vintage collection, I opened all of them, every figure. All the Saga collection. The only ones I kept in the cases was the ones that came with the cases. Remember the trilogy and the Saga collection ones? I kept them in the cases. But I opened everything at the start. But I think that's why I don't open Black Series now. It's because of that. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You see the prices of Ahsoka and the Rebel Commando and all that. Why did I open them?
Hey, do you think Hasbro should go back to shipping in a star case for their?
I'd like them to.
For their TVC and
these cases are great.
Even the Black Series that are on cards. I think that would be a phenomenal idea, especially when you can't always trust the retailers that you're buying them from. For example, like Walmart, that they'll just throw things in a bag sometimes, or they'll fold the card in half so it'll fit in a box, and so I wouldn't mind if they started doing that. I'd pay an extra $1 for that plastic, case, knowing that it's going to be protected.
I would have done in the retro collection because of how flimsy those cards were. It would have been nice to have a plastic case for that.
Yeah.
The clamshell ones, the Saga collection and VOTC.
Yeah.
I took them out of those anyway and put them into normal star cases just so they blended in with the rest of the things. And they a lot of them tended to go a bit yellow as well. But yeah, I would definitely be up for it. I'd pay a bit more. I guess the only problem is that they're trying to reduce plastic, aren't they? So like
plastic, yeah.
But I would, it would definitely, the first thing I think they need to do is bring them out unpunched again, because they're doing it with those Marvel ones, aren't they? So I don't know why they can't and improve the card stock as well, because they're getting a bit too flimsy now. But yeah, they're in a plastic case would be
today. I think still good nick. So yeah.
Or even in like those white mailer boxes, like the
Oh,
like the FET and the prototype FET, like the rocket firing one,
rocket firing FET,
So how's your Ahsoka doing, Andy? All right?
She's lovely, thank you.
I bet you're glad you picked that up when you did.
I did. Oh, it was perfect timing, and I'm trying to and now that I was successful once, I'm trying to do it again. I bought literally the day before they announced the results of the vote. I got this the day before, so we'll see what happens with that one. But it
should have Star Wars on it, won't it? The re-release one. So
so it'll look a little different, but. But
somebody asked me on my Q&A thing about like, does the re-release affect the original release's value? And judging by the other ones, I'd say that it does a little bit, but you'll always get people that want the first release. There'll always be people out there.
Yeah.
Because I know, like one of my buddies said, he needs a Gamorrean guard. And I said, did you not pick that up when they re-release it? He goes, no, I'm after the 2010 version.
Ah,
okay, right.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, it's just my, he just wants the whole TVC 1.0 run.
And the card stock's better, isn't it? The card stock's way better. So.
Yeah. So I've gone back and I've purchased a couple of a little bit higher priced. I got Captain Fordo as well, although he's called Arc Trooper Captain. Yeah. I think that's what he's called.
Left Coast.
But I, especially with Bad Batch coming out, I just think the popularity of the clones are just going to keep rising. So that's what I've kind of been focused on. If I have been focused, I'm a little all over the place, but over the last year, I have been, ever since they announced Bad Batch, I thought, okay, I love clones. And if anyone's like me, then these will probably start to go up. So I better get them now.
Yeah.
So, have you got Cody?
No, I'm not on the vintage collection. I don't have Cody. But Cody and Gree are my next two.
Gree is probably one I'm more like to get. Yeah, Gree and Grievous.
What, TVC?
Yeah.
Got the Grievous.
Yeah.
What are you doing with it, Shabby?
I know. I put that big box up. I had a few of them out on display. And then I had the card. I've kept all the card backs to him, but I've just put them in a box. I don't think I'm going to put them out in the next place. I don't know. Don't know what to do with them. So I'll keep them probably.
Yeah, you got some good loose ones in there.
Yeah, I just really enjoy it. I mean, I remember being in the B&Ms and I saw the Sand Trooper one, vintage collection card back, and I've been collecting Star Wars, but this is the first time that card back was back, and I thought, so it started from there again. I've always collected here and there, and I've been a big collector for years, but that was the one that got me. So I thought I'm back in it. So I bought that vintage collection. Yeah, the one with the white pauldron. The white, so maybe not the fancy, but I remember he's having that's the one like that.
Yeah,
and I loved it. And you see, I never thought I'd get into Black Series. I've always been a 3 3/4 inch guy, including 5 POA. to me, that's Star Wars. That's how it should be. But it developed into Black Series. But I've started to pick up vintage collection again now and there. And now they've done them up like they have done with the Black Series. They're absolutely fantastic. Some of the vintage collection figures now.
Well, Shabby, since you already boxed them up, it wouldn't take much to put an address on them.
No.
Cheeky.
Was watching Action Figure Grader, gave you a shout out and thanks Bosk for helping him get his figure. Good. Right. Yeah, John, the Action Figure Grader, he got a delivery back from CAS of like 47 graded items. Ridiculous. Black Series. But I sent him a revenge proof card of the B-Wing pilot just as like a little gift, and he got that graded, and I think that's come back with I think it's come back with a 95. I think he's pretty pleased with it.
Wow.
So yeah,
that is a problem when you get stuff graded. You run out of room a lot quicker, I think.
Yeah. He's got a collection, hasn't he? He really has.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who sends things in 20, 30, 40 items at a time to AFA. Wow. And I mean, it's awesome, but I can't even imagine.
There's a 9-month waiting list for AFA as well at the moment, I think.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean,
I think I sent in 11 items in the first batch, and then I sent in like a prototype figure that I got, and then I sent in something else as well. But like I wanted to stagger them, so first of all, when the 11 come back, I can do my video all about my experience of grading with UKG, because I've sent some modern and vintage and that Russian Oratet Bosk. So there's like a bit of bootleg in there as well. So there's a bit of everything. And then after that, hopefully they'll come in sort of dribs and drabs as you go along, sort of thing. Because that's what people do, isn't it? It's like, so there's like a constant stream of stuff coming back. If you're heavily into grading, that is. But
yeah.
Have you had things graded through CAS or AFA?
No. Okay. I was going to get my because CAS do some really cool stuff with like figures that have come away from the bubble and stuff like that. They present them really well. So I've got my I've got my Lily Leddy prune.
Oh. Man.
So, but the figures come away from the bubble. The bubble. So it is the original bubble and all the original figure and everything. It's just come away. So they'll come up with a really good way of presenting that and grading it. I mean, it'll probably end up getting like a 65 or something, but it's a Lily Leddy, so it's not going to get a high grade anyway.
And it's now protected, and
then it'll be super protected and what have you. So, but I got a really good deal on that because it was sold to me with it still attached, but cut one side. But then when it arrived in the post, this bit had split, and you can see it is a split rather than a cut. So, I got a discount basically on it. So I will probably send that to John, and then he'll send it to CAS for me. But I keep putting it off because CAS now have got like a 4-month waiting list, and it's like I'm not going to see that again for 6 months probably by the time I send it off and whatever. Yeah. So
it's Disputed as well. So say for example you get a grade back, can you say, "Oh, I'm not happy with that grade," or
no.
Is it? No, see that's the thing. I mean, I'd be like that. I'd think it's a 9 and come back as a 7. I'd be like, what?
Yeah, I know. You'll probably crack it open and say, "Fuck that! I'm not having that."
And exactly what I'd be like. I'd be like, no way. Do you know what I mean?
So it's funny that you say that though, Shabby, because this friend of mine, his name's Paul. We've had him on our show.
Yeah, he's a lovely bloke. Yeah.
If he had something that was graded a certain way by CAS, and he's done so much grading that he thought, you know what? I bet I could get a better grade with AFA because they do things just a little different. I mean, just like what they look at and what they're particular about is just a little bit different. I bet I could get a better grade. And so he cracked it and shipped it into AFA, got a better grade on it, you know, and that's, I mean, he bought something graded and then had it regraded, which was probably not price efficient, but he wants 85s or better. He wants 85s or better across the board. He's trying to do a complete run of 85s or better. And there are people that do that. I only say that just because people do that if they don't, or he also said that like 10 years ago, AFA started grading a little bit more closer on some of the things. I think it was about 10 years ago. So what was an 80 10 years ago might be a 75 now, just because they're a little more particular. And so when he has bought graded items, he checks to see when they were graded from, because if they're prior to that, then it may not be as high quality as more recent. So, I mean, there's different layers of people that collect and that are into different things. And it's down, I mean, you can go down any specific path and there are crazy levels of people that are, like if they just collect graded figures, well, there's people that prefer just figures in the little cases. And so they'll just get whatever and the grade doesn't matter. Or there's people that are like, 75 or above. Or then Paul, he's like, nope, 85 or above. Wow. And it's got to be within the last 5 years if he's going to buy one. I mean, it's just, it blows me away, and it never stops amazing me how different all of us collect Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. I mean, that's so cool. That makes every collection different.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I think that's what makes this the YouTube people, you're not just, and not one of us just, focuses on, for example, Black Series. I don't just watch Black Series. I watch vintage. I watch, modern sort of stuff. And you're right. And I watch it because if it's something I don't collect Star Wars wise, it's nice to see what somebody else has. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the thing is with grading as well, I think it can sometimes help with like authenticity and stuff like that. So, if you're really worried about like picking up a Warwick with the bow and you're worried whether the bow is real or not, then if it's graded, then it's going to be, there's that authenticity. Basically, it's been tested and what have you. You're going to pay more for the privilege, though. That's the thing. Jason O'Toole said you only grade if you want to sell. I don't know. I don't know. I say like my John, the action figure grader. That's just how he collects.
Yeah.
He's into graded stuff, and I must admit, like I'm not massively into graded because I prefer to sort of hold it and be able to take it out and look at it and whatever.
Agree.
But I do completely get the buzz of, I can't wait for this stuff to come back to see what score it's got and to see how well it's graded or whether, especially the vintage items that I've sent. So I sent a really nice Hoth Stormtrooper on card, and I sent my Palatoy Attack Commander on card, which I think are really nice cards. And I sent the image to John saying, I don't know whether I should do this because there's a bit of a mark on the front and I'm a bit worried it will get marked. And he goes, mate, these are 40 years old. He goes, it will get a good score. Don't worry, because obviously it's all relative with, they're not going to grade it like they'd grade a brand new, so if you send off a brand new vintage collection figure now, it'll get a 90 or a 95. Pretty much, it's very difficult for it to fail any less than that.
Yeah. I've kicked around getting, I have a vinyl cape Jawa, and I've kicked around getting it graded just to A, have it protected, and B, have it authenticated that no one could like argue with.
Yeah.
If sometime down the road, or if I kick off and my kids sell all my stuff, that it's taken care of, we don't have to worry about it. And
exactly, it's all written there for them. You don't have to, like John, the action figure, he's got 2 Luke double telescoping lightsabers graded, so imagine if something happened to him and as you say his wife or whatever just said, oh, here's a Luke Skywalker, I'll flog that for 40 quid on eBay or whatever. I mean, crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth 1,500 quid plus or something, maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. I just never have that mindset, me. To me, that, you know, it's like when I come on to live streams or listen to people and they tell me how much things are. Now, I always get surprised by it because I don't look at to me, they're just toys. Do you know what I mean? It's that, and so I never think of grading. I never think of how expensive they are. But you are right. It's worth doing because we've all got stuff in our collections that's worth quite a bit. Do you see what I mean? So
yeah, definitely.
Because Stuart said, "Isn't grading just someone's opinion?" It kind of it's the person that's doing it, but they have got, you know, if you look on the UKG website, for example, they talk, you know, you look at their About Us bits, you know, I don't know how many years experience they've got, you know, and John was telling me the lengths that the graders go to, you know, putting things under microscopes and, you know, all sorts of, you know, they know what they're looking for on a figure and a card back and, you know, and a bubble and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, and obviously you can get the write-up for why it got the grade it got too. I know AFA will do that. I don't know about UKG, but I imagine you probably can. And it'll tell you what makes this grade, what makes this grade, what makes this grade, and then the notes of whoever graded it and why they said what they said. That I think, and I agree with the, you know, that it's just someone's opinion, and there is some skepticism there, and I understand it. But I also, if you want to know why, you can get the write up, and they'll print it out for you, and they're all judging by the same template, you know, the same rules essentially, even though you can get two people that might be, you get trained to grade the same way. And I would imagine for their own reputation's sake that they would want that to be as consistent as possible from person to person so that people will want to continue to get them graded. So I understand, but I also know that they go through a lot of length to kind of alleviate any doubt or question or concerns that you might have too. So it's not for everybody, but it is for some.
Toy Polloi did that video, didn't they, where they had like a He-Man and something else, and they were graded, and he broke them open and sent them off to be graded to see if they came back the same with the same graders, and they did, except for like I think that the Skeletor didn't get such a high grade because like you were saying, Andy, it got graded so long ago that maybe the standards have become a little bit higher. So it got one point lower or something, because, you know, and he was saying in the video, you know, I'm not really sure why this Skeletor got such a high grade, because you can see there's a bit of paint missing on this arm or whatever, you know. And sure enough, it came back different. But on the whole, I think he sent 3 or 4 things and they came back pretty much the same, you know, for something that was graded 5 years ago to now, sort of thing.
Well, and that should comfort people that might be a little skeptic, you know.
I mean,
the standard is the standard.
I own a few graded vintage cars, so I'll grab that one. I've got the Attack there driver, so that's one of the graded ones. So I've picked up a long time ago. So, but it's got stickers on it. It's got an 80 yellow though. It is the bubbles slightly yellow, but it's got this tiny little. You can see it there. It's got a tiny little bit of card still on the peg thing there. It's just there. Can't see it there. My phone. So,
So Miles says it's absolutely worth doing. You have a collection worth big money. Collecting is a fun investment for me. One I can see every day, not like a number in a bank account. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 99% of my collection is just as in enjoyment for me. Then there's like when you collect anything, I think you want these like prized pieces of your collection, like your grail items or whatever. It's maybe those that you want to take extra care of, and most of them, I say 99% of that 1% are in just my own acrylic cases. I haven't got anything graded. I've only done this once for a video purpose, really, just to sort of show my experience with grading. But it's not something that I'm going to do to any sort of level, because it's just, for one, it's bloody expensive.
How much is it to grade something?
It depends what it is, but like a figure on a card is like, you know, with VAT and everything, is about 30 quid.
So if you're sending a bunch off, then it's quite expensive.
Yeah, but then an acrylic case is what, 20, Matt?
Yeah, yeah.
50,
it's gone up now a little bit.
18, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, it's gone up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. If you buy in bulk, they're cheaper. So yeah, if you buy like 10. Yeah.
What happens when the bubble fall off next week? Is it still an 85? Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the day you dread. Everyone dreads.
And things that go yellow that weren't graded yellow at the time, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not, as I say, it's not a massive part of my collection. I mean, I've got my modern vintage carded collection, but I actually prefer them loose. I love the card backs, of course, and they look great on the shelves. But I don't know, just having like layer on the speeder bike or whatever on your shelf, I think that looks cool.
Yeah,
it does. It does, and it's cheaper.
Your collection is always going to go up and down in price. You really just have to enjoy what you do. If you enjoy grading, grade away. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Each to their own, isn't it?
Exactly right. Exactly right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, John, the action figure grader, he'll be the first one to admit that he's like nuts. You know, he's like, you know, getting all those things back. He's just like, this is mad. What am I doing? Sort of thing. But he loves it, you know. So fair play.
Yeah,
I think, say, like me and Shabby, and we'd have Black Series. We keep it in a box for a long time. Shabby still does, but I've started getting mine out now and reviewing them. But before a long time, I wouldn't touch them out of the box. But now,
I have comments about mine. I mean,
I
don't know. Obviously, there's a lot of different people watching, but the way I have them all displayed like a bookshelf, I like displaying it like that. I like being able to pull one out, have a look at it, put it back in. You know, it's. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's not worth collecting it if you don't open it." Well, not really. You know, we all, you know, if you look at everybody's backgrounds, everybody has a different display room and how they display it. Do you see what I mean? So I like it. You know, each to their own, like we've said.
Yeah, I think I saw a comment earlier on about. I think it's Daniel Chart actually. So let's see if I can find it. There you go. He's saying. He's with you for the reasons I collect, but I'm pretty sure that at least half of this community are in it for the profit.
Yeah, it is. You know,
that's the thing about that's the thing about opening. It's like, do people not open their figures because they want them to be worth something later on? Is that the reason they don't open them, or do they not open them because they just like the way they look in the box, and the box is part of the appeal for them in terms of the aesthetic and how it looks?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. I mean, it's like I said, when you look now and you talked about that Ahsoka vintage, if I knew how much it'd be, I don't think I'd ever have opened it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I like having it, but on the flip side of that, I like having it open and on my shelf. So it's, you know, it's funny how I don't know, it's like the other toys, whatever. If I get another line, I open them straight away. No problem. But Star Wars, I think it's because of that. You look at people's channels and how much prices have gone up to, and you think, oh, should I open this or not? You know, but
then I bought those G.I. Joe classified ones, and I've not taken them out of the box. I've only got a few, just the Cobra ones, but I've not reviewed them or not taken them out of the box.
I know, it's funny.
Is that because you're not sure if you're going to keep them?
I think I will, because I just like the Cobra side of it, the villains, you know. So I'm not interested in Duke or any of those guys, so it's weird. So
usually I won't open something if I'm not sure about keeping it. Like, I like it when I saw it on the shelf, so I got it, but I may not open it because I'm not sure if I am going to keep it.
Yeah.
See, I've never been like that. You see, everything I've bought because I want to keep. You know, I keep it and I like it. I don't, you know, I don't have that mindset, me. So I mean, like I said, I've done trades with people and so forth, and that's a new thing for me. Trading, I've never done that before, and it is hard. You know, we all get attached to our collections. We all love the stuff that we collect and what we do, and it's hard to let something go, I think.
Yeah.
How many of you keep?
It gets easier, Shabby. It gets easier.
No, I throw them if I open something. So.
I must admit, I keep the vintage collection ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'd never reseal and sell. You know.
I I opened one of these today and I chucked the car back in the bin. So people go, I just go.
Well, I've started doing that thing, haven't I? The $10 Black Series challenge where I bought all at 112, but now I'm going to try and buy them again, as many as I can for a really cheap price, and open them ones up. So I'll have best of both worlds, really.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, I think it's that subconscious thing of knowing that, like, that Boba Fett you opened in 1982 is now worth like.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do wonder sometimes when I get to 60 or 70, am I still going to be? I don't think I will be collecting these. You know what I mean? Things. So you do think sometimes, am I going to? But yeah. I don't think about it at all at the moment.
Some of the packaging
I can't think like that, Matt. No way.
No way. No way.
You're saying that when you hit 60, you'll be all grown up?
Yeah.
But Gary Moore's right here. Like I've bought those as well. Those Marvel. I like the Marvel films. I've never really been massively into the comics or anything. It's always been Star Wars for me. But they, that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Retro Spider-Man on that retro card looks absolutely amazing. So I bought it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. When I get a bigger collection room, it will probably go on display. But it will never be opened because it's going to stay. Because the reason I bought it is because of the card. Yeah. So, but I there's probably thousands of those produced. It's not going to go up in value. I doubt any significantly anyway.
Yeah, they're in Asda now as well.
They're
up in Asda. So.
Well, and it's even trickled into. I saw in Target, though, a couple toys I did see there was some Power Rangers on vintage card style, and there were five points of articulation Power Rangers, and I was like, those look really good. Oh wait, no, I don't collect Power Rangers. And so I kept walking.
Is that Super 7? I guess.
Yeah. So
kind of ones.
But it's a great way to hook, guys like us on a retro style card and limit their mobility.
I think they've done that with the Transformers as well. That some of them are great as well.
Yeah.
I would definitely draw the line at Power Rangers. I could never when that first came on telly, I thought people like this? Really?
Yeah.
It seemed so tacky, didn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. Sorry, I just can't stand it.
No, I'm the same, mate.
I just think, what? It's so badly acted and
Some people absolutely love it though, don't they?
I know. We'll probably get shunned, but
well, no, it's 90s kids. So 5-10 years from now, they're going to be the hot thing. So
yeah,
because they're going to be in the same boat as us right now, where we're gobbling up all the stuff we had when we were kids. So I don't blame them.
Wave 2 pre-order. I got some the other day from In Demand Toys. Is that the Wave 2?
Is that Iceman and the Fantastic Four girl? And
mind you, wasn't the first wave of those called Wave 0?
Yeah,
and then maybe the ones that I got recently were Wave 1. Then I'm waiting for Wave 2, maybe.
Yeah, Wave 2. Wave 2's got Iceman in it, and one of them Fantastic Four girl.
Right. Yeah. So we haven't even been able to. We haven't been able to pre-order those then yet. No.
Comet Cocktails had a whole wave. You could buy the whole wave, but they went and gone. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have to wait.
Oh well, hopefully In Demand Toys will get those then, because I'd like those.
Yeah.
Anyone collect the Zoids? I used to have the Zoids as a kid, but I haven't got any of the new ones.
I can't find them over here. I've seen them and I think they're nice, but I don't think America has them yet. So.
In Demand, they got them, haven't they? The Zoids. Yeah, they still got them.
Congratulations, technology. You definitely earned all the love and support. You obviously keep up the incredible. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Are we getting a Saturday shabby dance? It's the arms. The arms.
I know. It does so much. I don't know why I do it, but it's so much fun, and it's funny because when people do one, Luke off the press did one last week, and he messaged me and said, "I loved doing it, Shabby." I said, "It's fun. It's just it's just messing about." You've done a few yourself, and him over there. There's only that hasn't done it.
I've done the one,
yeah. It's just a bit of fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a great community we're in, and look at what we do. We collect toys and we all talk about pop culture. How can you not have fun doing this? It's just I love it. So
you'll get Tim if it's a 80s rap group.
Yeah.
Old school hip hop. Musk's bouncing there. You know what I mean?
It's old school hip hop. I'll be there. Yeah.
Little Sugar Hill Gang or something.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I won't be doing any of your ABBA ones and all that lot.
I try and do that. I think of it through the week and think, what can I do different this week? But I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah. The ABBA group's maybe not our demographic. So
I'll do it.
Twice on the pipes.
Yeah, I've done it all.
Tony Orlando. Good stuff. Maybe we should submit song suggestions for the next Friday.
It's actually I might as well say it now on this live stream. I've been doing it a year now. I've been on Twitter for a whole year, so I'm going to put a thing out saying I'd like to celebrate 1 year of doing Shabby Dance Fridays. We should all do one big one on a Friday. So
yeah, Luke's did some good ones. Luke did.
Here you go, Andy. Here's one for you, mate. Guys, what are your thoughts on Hot Toys? I've recently started collecting Star Wars Hot Toys. Have any of you? Andy, you're big on Hot Toys, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have had the opportunity to review quite a few in the last couple months. And so, again, this is another road to go down. And Hot Toys, you could include Sideshow collectibles. They're incredible. And in fact, the last couple that we've got to review, I got them right here. The one we did last week was the Bespin Princess Leia.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And comes with no accessories and is one of my favorites that we've done.
Wow,
is that the one that was that bought off Victoria's Cantina?
Yes, it is.
That
is exactly the one.
She put the sales post up and I tagged in Johnny, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
I tagged him in because I thought he'd want that one.
The one we did the week before was this Boba Fett. Absolutely incredible. And I'll say this. It's a different price point than like a Black Series, of course, right? So you're getting a bigger item with more detail, more accessories usually, but they do not disappoint.
No.
If you're gonna spend $200-300 on something, you want it to be high quality, and they absolutely are. The detail in the accessories, the straps. There's so many little things on this Boba Fett that they just go to the nth degree on trying to make it as real to the scene that they came out of as possible. And as a result, my show partner Josh, he's gotten quite a few in the last few months and is just over the moon about them. I have one, and I've got one on pre-order. And yesterday I bought 3 at the toy show, and I got them for a great deal. I'll explain the story later, but they're so cool. They're so cool. Johnny from Red 5 Designs has a whole bunch, and if he ever pops on a show, you always see him in the back, and they're just stunning. And as good as they might look on a screen or on a picture, they're 10 times better in your hand or in person. So I absolutely love them. Again, they're not for everybody because they're a price point where, we've talked about this. I asked you, Shabby, if you had $300 to spend on Star Wars stuff, would you get one thing? Would you get a few things, or would you try to get as many things as you could? And you have to be the kind of person that says, well, I would want to get one $300 item. You got to be that kind of a collector probably. Yeah. So, which isn't for everybody, and that's totally fine. But every time I see one, and the more that I see, I never stop just being like, wow, these are so well made. They're so good. And we've had a couple of problems with, I shouldn't say this. We had one problem where something came a stitch came out of something when it arrived to us. And so it was just a matter of, hey, this arrived, and this little leather strap that's very delicate anyway came with the piece undone, and they said, send it back. We got another one coming for you. So nice. They when there was a problem, they took care of it immediately, and it was awesome. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. I'm super impressed.
There's been a couple of times in the last year or so where I've almost pre-ordered one, and I've stopped myself, one because of the price, but also two because of the wait for it. It's a long wait for the thing that you've ordered.
Yeah.
I sometimes, like with the Black Series, although I do buy the odd Black Series, but I sometimes feel that the appeal doesn't last with me like it does with a 3 3/4 inch. So I can look at a Black Series and think, man, that is the greatest thing ever. Look at what a great job they've done with that, and I'll get it and I'll love it, but then it can wear off quite quickly with me. Plus, they just don't go with the rest of my collection.
Yeah.
So with the Hot Toys, it's like a rabbit hole that I would want to do, but I try to avoid at the same time. And the first one that came that I thought, wow, was the Endor Leia and Wicket. When I saw that Wicket, I thought, my God, how real does that look? That looks absolutely, and to get it with Leia as well, you know, and they always do a great job of like selling it to you with the pictures of it in shot. You know, she's like handing him the helmet and all that kind of stuff. It looks, you know. And then the next one was the Death Watch Mando, which I just thought, oh man, the Death Watch Mando, he looks so good. Shall I do it? Shall I not?
Did you?
I haven't. But then the one that I might do, and it's because also I think of the value, and that's the blurg with the Mando.
Oh yeah,
because that just looks incredible, and I think that would look so good just by itself. On, you know, you wouldn't really need anything else to go with it. That's just that, you know. Yeah. But again, I'm sort of like, shall I not? It's a lot of money, you know.
Well then, don't watch our show because we've got a few more lined up, and we reviewed that Leia and Wicket, and the Wicket was incredible. Like, man, it was Wicket. We did the Heavy Mandalorian, and that one was awesome. It was so big, it didn't fit like completely in the spinner box that we had it on. We had to kind of lean it forward, and I mean, it was bigger than the Mandalorian one, which Josh got a deluxe one. I mean, they're just so cool. They have thought of every little thing about them, and that's what I really appreciate it.
It's one of those things that I'd like one, just to experience having one, but I know what will happen if I do get one. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because then I'll want the next cool thing they announce, and the next cool. And I think somebody did a montage on Twitter or Instagram, and they said the ones just from the Mandalorian came to something like $5,545 or something like that.
That's it.
Just the ones from the Mandalorian. You're like, wow.
But I'm a person, I'd rather spend the money on 20 things than I want just on one. You know, I like him and I admire him, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And everyone you've shown on your channel is unbelievable. But it's like what Boss said, he doesn't collect Black Series because it doesn't fit in with his collection. That's why I don't collect Hot Toys. They wouldn't fit in with mine. I don't class Hot Toys as toys, if you will. So do you see what I mean? But I admire them. They're absolutely gorgeous. They really are.
I'll have to sell some of my vintage or something to make room and get to buy them, I think.
Yeah.
You know, sell some of it. Yeah, it's worrying.
The trouble, and this is for me too, because I said I just wanted one, and a couple years ago I bought a Darth Maul, and I love it. And when they announced that they were going to do another Captain Rex, I thought, well, okay, I'm going to get Captain Rex.
Yeah.
But now it's like I want Cody, I want Gree, I want, I want a bunch of clones, and so for Tim, if there was ever like a sweet Bosk sideshow that ever were to come out, it would be okay. This is the one. I'll get this one, and then it'll be like, you know, I really hope they do a Forlom.
Yeah,
he looked really good next to Boss.
And
then it would be like, I just want the bounty hunters. That's it. Okay, and maybe Vader too. All right. Well, okay, Vader and maybe a couple stormtroopers, and then so it just
gross.
Yeah. The Bosk one, I might. I'm kidding myself here, but I might be able to justify it because it would go in the Bosk focus with the rest of it. Sure. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because I would go, IG88 would look pretty cool with him.
That's
Dengar. I'll just get Dengar as well.
Right.
It's over at that point.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah. I just think at this point in my life I can't afford those with everything else that's going on. So
I agree. That's the thing, you know, and especially the way Black Series comes out constantly. You know, you don't want to miss out. So.
Right, man. I think Andy's got to go soon, and we've hit 2 hours now anyway. So I just want to thank you all for being on, man. I really appreciate you coming on.
Loved it. Thank you.
Like everyone that's in the chat now that is a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe to these three guys' channels.
Wow.
Andy at the Holochronicles, Marc Shabby Geek, and Matt Universal Collector. I will put links in my description.
Thank you, mate.
So come back to the video and find them in there. But give them a sub.
Congrats, Jim, on 16,000. And here's 16,000 more.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
You have done your episode videos, all the videos you make. You entertain us all. We all love your channel, all of us. You know, it's easy to look at your 16,000 subs, but the guy you are and the content you do, we love it. So well done.
I love all the questions you get on the Sunday one. That's just great because I want to ask him a question, but I can't think of it. And then someone answers one. Does you a good one? I'm like,
awesome. So, I agree.
I've managed to keep that going. I love doing that. It does take up my whole Sunday, but I love doing it because it is a good one. Because it's like I thought it'd be a good thing to get your subscribers involved, you know, like an engagement thing. Because it's one thing sort of getting comments and replying to comments, but when you're actually sort of showing their name on the screen and that kind of thing. So
definitely.
But thanks everyone in the chat for coming along. It's been good. Everyone. Had a good couple of hours. Thanks Andy. Thanks Mark. Thanks Matt.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all soon.